You'll never guess.
I'll never guess. Uh, Italy.
Um, no, wait. Right now I'm in the Helsinki Public Library. Um, and it's very impressive. There are 3D printers here that
Oh,
people
interesting.
can just use.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm in Finland.
I'll
Yeah.
bet they've heard of e-NABLE if they have 3D printers.
I don't think there's a chapter here.
Hmm.
But it would be a it would it's a really great library. You'd like it. I think it would be a
Cool.
great place for a chapter if there were one. Yeah. Um, okay. We're live.
Ah,
So,
all right then.
uh, yeah.
Okay, and I see a list. And by the way, hello, Jonathan. And the first one is Jonathan, commercial bionics. Let's check it out. I'll share my screen. If you're able to walk away from the whoever's chattering in the library, that would be good.
Okay.
Or put yourself on
Hold on.
mute,
I'm sorry.
and you
Let
have to
me.
allow me to share.
Okay, I'm gonna mute and you're on share.
Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. Does anyone know if there's a PowerPoint presentation to introduce e-NABLE to people? So the answer is that, as Chuk Nam Tong says, e-NABLE DC did create one. All right. These questions are answered. Thanks, everybody. I'm not typing today. Okay, number 2. James, pediatric devices. Hello, James. Uh, People give up their pediatric upper limb devices. It's true. This is true in general, not just for enabled devices. I want to figure out whether modular, lightweight terminal devices for specific hobbies in art, music, building, and gaming could earn a place. But I want to hear what people think. Lance says that would be cool. And I say that we were talking about that with Jen Owen and Jeremy Simon just yesterday. And I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea, finding out what kids really want. But the other thing to recognize is that um, kids will often not want a um, prosthetic because they've become quite competent without one, which is not a bad thing. So figuring out what kids really want and what kids really need is a good idea. And now I'm going to try to type that.
Bagaimana ganti namanya?
Hello, I'm typing something right now. Nice to see you. And using video. To engage and query is also a good idea. Keep us posted. Okay, click. Number 3, Shale Chavda. What can we do here? Well, let's be careful about these wounds. They look like they're not fresh, but there may be neuromas. So I'm just going to say, you are all working on good aspects of this. I worry about stimulating damaged nerves. Are we collaborating with a medical professional? Question mark. All right. Court, research, graduate student. I'm working on project research centered on creating a prototype for a pathway for children to have agency in aesthetic design choices for their prostheses. And I'm looking for someone says Matt Botel, which is great. I think you're on it, but the other old timer who used to do a lot of things along these lines was Peter Binkley. Search Peter Binkley and Peregrine Hawthorne. They did some great work in the early days. Okay. Kathleen, nurse educator. I'm a nursing educator and clinical simulation specialist in the nursing program. Retired demonstration models that could be used in our simulation and clinical teaching environments. Now we're talking. We must better prepare our nursing students to provide compassionate, competent, and inclusive care for individuals with limb differences. Donated materials, okay. She's in Baltimore and Washington. And here's Cynthia Pescatelli says, I was a guest visitor. We spoke to P students. Kathleen, full discussion here. There you go. So this is just working. So that's great. Madison is involved. Jonathan is involved. All I have to say is community to the rescue. Okay. Brian Printer. I'm going to have a metal 3D printer and it can print metal parts. I would love to print parts for e-NABLE if there's a need for metal parts there. Now that's interesting. Let's think for a few minutes about what metal parts would be really useful. I don't know. Jonathan, any thoughts? Sarah? Oliver,
I
who
don't
I
really
haven't
have
met?
anything. I don't really have anything for our current design catalog. We don't really, since we haven't used metal printing in the past, we don't really have any like continued
Right.
use for it.
Interesting. I think the biggest problem with the kinetic hand are those TPU joints which add a great deal of resistance. I don't know that metal provides a solution to that either. I don't have anything to add here. This message came in June 3rd, so it's been a while. Interesting opportunity. Thinking. You might also ask, what's it called? Makers Making Change? Is that the organization? Okay. Quan Ho. I have a friend in Vietnam. Here's a picture of friend in Vietnam. And Layla offers to make 2 kinetic arms. That's a big project and a great offer. Okay. Good luck. Keep us posted on your progress. This is a state-of-the-art, ambitious undertaking, but entirely plausible. Make sure the socket can accommodate the pressures from leveraging a short forearm. Nice. My AI said get in touch because I lost my left arm in 1998 above elbow. Okay, nice to meet you. Meghna from University of Delaware is on the case. And Daniela also says, how can I message you? And I want to say, no, that messages get relayed. They don't. I don't have anything to add here. Oh, wait a minute. They're pointing to NIOP. Okay. I do not recommend the NIOP. It is well documented, but it has proven brittle and hard to assemble. The kinetic arm is state of the art. I'm commenting on the wrong place. Reply to here. And what does this picture show? Hello, NIOP. Okay. Okay. And there we go. I'll check my mail. Jonathan. Hello. We have a message. I'm not going to check my mail right here, but I see that I have a few unread messages I should respond to. All right. Oliver Hunt, are you available to introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I've been interested in e-NABLE for a couple of weeks. I'm a Canadian in southeastern Ontario, Kingston. I'm a paramedic, and I've been interested in being involved with e-NABLE for quite a few weeks now, but I made my account this morning and literally just saw that there was a meeting going on. So I thought I'd pop in and just see what it was all about. But
Well, maybe you've gotten a feel for it. This is our monthly town hall meeting. As you can see, what we do is we go to the e-NABLE Hub. Have you registered with the e-NABLE Hub?
I don't think so. I've made my account, but I think the hub specifically I'm still separated from. I noticed there was a few
Okay.
links. I think maybe one was to the hub that appeared to be dead links to me that I couldn't get through.
So hub.e-nable.org. That's what I was just going through. That's where the action is. Introduce yourself there, but tell us a little bit about more about yourself. I'm in Rochester, New York, not that far from where you are. And you say you're an emergency PMT?
Yeah,
EMT?
yeah. As you said that, I realized no, I am looking at the right thing. I am registered on the hub now. I just haven't introduced myself yet, so I'll make sure to do that. I took a good
Good.
read through your devices, the code of conduct, and the sort of introductory steps to getting involved.
That's great.
Me otherwise, though, yes, I'm a paramedic here. We don't have EMTs and paramedics. We only have the one class in Ontario. So I've
Cool.
been working here in Kingston, mostly southeastern Ontario, for my whole life.
Hmm.
Um, I'm interested in continuing going to school for biomedical engineering. Like it seems like a lot of your volunteers here. I got interested in this because I had scoliosis quite severely when I was a kid. So I've
Wow.
got those
Uh-huh.
beautiful Harrington rods in my spine. And I'm interested in the kind of process of general biomedical prosthetic engineering. And this seems like a super cool thing. And of course, on top of this, I'm really here because I just finally got a 3D printer for some projects. So I can
Which one
actually
did you
print some
get?
parts. I have a Bamboo Labs P1S.
Bamboo seems to have taken over the world. Good for them.
Ah, yeah, it's the good deal. Yeah.
And what project did you get it for?
I have a bunch of stuff around my house. There's like nothing really specifically. I'm a bit of an engineering tinkerer at this point. I'm
Hmm.
interested in robotics as well. And I've got a
Cool.
couple of robots that I'm building around my house that I was really tired of using 3D printed pieces from Alibaba for. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy one of these once it's on sale and do them myself.
Nice. Nice. Can you tell us a little more about your robotic projects?
No, this is very early on for me. I'm a biology
Okay.
major on in my life, so I've got like this little hexapod spider that I'm working on, which maybe
Oh,
if you guys
cool.
are ever interested in a future day, I'll bring some photos of. But pretty simple stuff. I'm sort of trying to do a self-directed electrical engineering
I think that's
education while I'm waiting for classes.
I think that's great, Oliver. If your hexapod loses a limb, you know where to go. Um, all right, let me say hello to Roughly. Nice to have you back, Roughly. How are you?
Hello, here. I'm fine, thank you. Uh, I want to say thank you for all of you because you also helped me for get a new machine for make a new hand for my patient. Guys,
That's great.
I just finished three hand
Whoa,
after I getting the new machine. So I wanna say thank you very much for that.
that, that's very good news, Roughly. Would you do me a very big favor and put a post in the Enable Hub with uh, with your story and some pictures? I'm glad we were able to help, but it shouldn't just be this small group. If you put it in the hub, uh, people will be inspired and pleased to see that we're doing what we're here for.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, and now we need making a new hand for one patient more, and um, we are try to not just making hand, we are try to making orthosis like a dynamic spleen for
Wow,
stroke patient. So now we try to make something different for people in Indonesia
that's
because
fantastic.
like orthosis is so expensive in Indonesia. That's why we need to try make something different.
That's a great idea. Now we've had some orthotic designs there. In particular, Kyle Reeser developed something which he published in the hub about a foot orthotic, if I remember correctly. So you might want to look into that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I will check that after this.
Okay. Well, roughly, I'm just scanning all of your posts on the hub, and
Yes.
it's great to have a record of all the things that you're doing. Well, that's great. That's great. If I recall, we helped you acquire that printer. Was that right?
Yes, that's right.
That's great. That's great. So listen, I'm delighted to hear about it. It's good of you to come. But if you haven't, give us a report on the hub. That's all we demand, is that you let other people know about your successes and your challenges and even your failures.
Sorry, John, can you
Yes,
replay?
I just said, it's great to have all of, I see all of your posts on the hub,
Okay.
and I would love to have you give us an update, the story of how you got your printer and what you're doing with it and what comes next.
Okay. Always,
Good.
always, I will post any update for Indonesian
Very
e-NABLE.
good. Very
Yes.
good. And I remember your presentation, so please give my regards to your partners.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well, anything else for today, Sarah? We have a chapter leaders meeting coming up, do we not? Sarah is on mute, so she'll have to find the mute button to answer.
Sorry.
There you go.
We do have a chapter leaders meeting coming up in 5 minutes, and I had a question for Jonathan. I think Madison is ready to take over badge requests, and we have some inquiries from people who are waiting for badges. So if there's a time that we can all, I don't know how long does it take to um show how badging works, or if you don't have time for a meeting, Jonathan, do you have um a guide, or maybe that I can just email to Madison so that she can
Yep.
start doing that?
Yeah, I had responded to your email this morning.
okay.
It's probably a half hour ago, so
Okay.
with the couple guides I had, and then I'm just getting done like back flushing the old requests, so we should be fresh, ready to go. I think there's a couple like permissions that I'll have to make sure Madison is added as like an admin to that badge and management space. So I'll try to work on some of that stuff too, but she should have the resources on how to do it. Just have to make sure she's able to.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, so we can say goodbye and meet again in 2 minutes at another address, right?